Alright, we're back for another beer. This time it's a homebrew review, as you may have guessed by the title. This is one of the Albino Rhino's homebrews that he sent me. Really excited to try this. This is his spiced wheat ale. He said it didn't come out as good as he wanted, but I'll be the judge of whether it's good or bad. He said it's drinkable, so we'll see. You know, who knows what his standards are for whether this was a success or failure. I might find it awesome. So we're going to open that up, and we're going to come right back, and we're going to see what we think about it. And yeah, I don't know what spices are in this or anything like that. I could probably do the research, but nah, whatever. I like to be surprised. So we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Thank you, big fucking truck, for driving by just at this very moment. This is the Albino Rhino Spiced Ale. I can definitely see some particulars in there. It's unfiltered. Some are big globs, and then there's this general sunset orange haze, just like the Cameron Cyrus Wheat I did beforehand. Actually, this looks very similar, although it's a bit darker. A bit more murky, bit darker, a bit more on the orange side than the sunset yellow kind of side. Alright, not much of a head. Head's about similar to the Camerons. So we'll go right to the aroma. Oh, nice. This fucker's hoppy too. Holy shit. Oh wow, it smells like a spruce beer. It smells like a fucking spruce beer, man. Big time sprucey hops, and there's a fucking wasp right here hovering around. It probably smells the beer. Probably thinks it's gonna pollinate. I got two fucking wasps now. Holy shit. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I've got a fly swatter down there now in case them fucking wasps come back. Holy shit. Little bastards, they just snuck right up on me. Alright, as I was saying, we'll go right back to the aroma here. That is so dominated by pine. Like, there's a little hint maybe of a kind of a grapefruit bitterness. I find like a really intense pine, resinous pine, pretty much matches like a resinous grapefruit. You can go either way almost. Definitely pine though, like spruce pine. In fact, that's like all I get. Grapefruit and pine, yep. Big time hoppiness. I would think this was an IPA, or maybe a spruce beer. And there's that fucking wasp again. I'll be right back. Holy shit, this is getting to be a really bad review. Oh, fuck you go, motherfucker. Little bitch. Alright, we'll continue. Alright, we'll go right to the taste here. You wouldn't know it's a wheat beer. Man, I guess that may be why, that might be why the Albino Rhino is not happy with how this turned out. Because it's really not identifiable as a wheat beer. Very much more like on a pine, like a spruce beer kind of taste. Like the hops just dominate big time over everything else in this beer. And that being said, the bitterness isn't overly intense. Like the bitterness is actually much more on par for, like, you know, your regular wheat beers, your wheat ales, whatever. Unlike the Cameron Cyrus wheat beer, which was quite hoppy, almost like pale ale or IPA hoppiness. This one here, that's right on the mark for a wheat beer, really. There's like a sweet candy-ish kind of spruce pine note there. Maybe a bit of grapefruit, but no real grapefruit bitterness. This sort of grapefruit flavor. I guess it's one-dimensional in that it's just the hops really dominating everything else. You don't really get any wheat beer characteristics other than it being light, easy drinking, and not overly hoppy. I like it. I guess you maybe next time you want to cut down a little bit on the hops. That's just my guess. I don't know what you spice this with. I might be reading it totally wrong. It might not be the hops bringing out those flavors. It might be whatever you spiced it with that's bringing out those flavors. If that's the case, just let me know there, Chad. Either way, I like it. It definitely doesn't really conform to any sort of wheat beer I've ever had, and I guess that's probably the reason why you didn't quite like the way it turned out. But as far as drinkability and as far as it being a good beer, yeah, man, thumbs up. I'm pleasantly surprised. Not that I think you're a bad, not that I thought you were a bad homebrewer or anything. I'm just saying, like you were saying in your note, that you weren't too happy with it, and I was expecting, okay, maybe it's, you know, estery or some shit like that, but no, it's actually really good. Very drinkable, thirst quenching. It's got flavors I like, those piney flavors, and a little bit of grapefruitiness there, but without the big grapefruit bitterness. That's really good, Chad. Maybe you just want to rename it. Call it Chad's, or call it the Rhino Spruce Beer, or the Albino Spruce Beer, or something like that. No one would never know the difference. Alright guys, we'll be back with another review here pretty soon, and I gotta play ball with the dog a little bit. It's in my contract. I'm obligated, aren't I? So many hours a day. That's right. Alright, we'll be back, guys. We'll see you a little later.